Okay, welcome to what will be the final module of the online portion of the blended learning. We'll be going over a couple more details as to penalty enforcement, loose ball plays versus running plays, and then the rest of the learning that we'll be doing is in person. So first, congratulations if you've made it this far. I hope you've been taking notes and have some questions prepared, but the rest of the learning, like I said, will be out at the rec fields in the classroom there, and then out on the fields to get some hands-on experience. So bring questions then, and then we'll be going over some more stuff then. So be ready to ask questions on stuff that you may learn that day as well. So once you've thrown the flag, you now have to determine where you're going to enforce the penalty from. So for dead ball penalties, those field penalties that we talked about, all of those will happen before the snap, right? And so we're going to be enforcing those from what we call the seceding spot, and that will be where the pucks currently are. So you set the pucks, play is about to happen, and then a false start happens. You blow your whistle, you throw your flag, you stop the play, and then you enforce it from where that flag is. So if it's a false start, you'll take 5 yards back, put the pucks down, and then we'll play again. Fouls that happen after the play is over. So after the whistle, say we have like a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct during a dead ball scenario, we will be enforcing it from what we call the seceding spot again, but that is where the ball will next be snapped from. So they run for a 10-yard gain, and then after the play, there's some pushing and shoving, and we have a dead ball foul. We're going to be enforcing that penalty from where the pucks will be set up after the 10-yard gain. So move the pucks 10 yards, and then we'll enforce a foul for unsportsmanlike conduct. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. On the defense, we'll move it forward. On the offense, we'll move it backwards. Live ball penalties are a little bit different. So we'll be going over what a loose ball play is versus a running play. So a loose ball play is any action that precedes the reception of a legal forward pass. So the snap is always going to be considered a loose ball play. Think of those mishap penalties, so illegal motion, stuff that happens simultaneously with a snap. Those are all going to be loose ball plays. And then if there's a pass on the play, anything before the reception of that pass is all going to be a loose ball play. So think a QB scrambles around in the backfield, throws the ball, the whole time the ball is in the air, as well as when he was scrambling, that's all going to be a loose ball play. Once that pass is caught and then the player who received the pass is running, everything from there on out is going to be a running play. So any action that's not classified as a loose ball play will be a running play. So if there's no pass at all in the play, then any action after the snap is all going to be a running play. So the quarterback takes the snap, hands the ball off to another player, and that player runs through the line of scrimmage. That is all going to be considered a running play, except for the small part during the snap. So there's always going to be a loose ball play on every play because of the snap. There doesn't necessarily have to be a running play. For example, ball is snapped and then an incomplete pass happens. That entire play is going to be a loose ball play. So we'll be going over now the basic spot where we enforce live ball penalties from. So it isn't an end-all be-all with the basic spot, and we'll go over a little bit of details as to when that might change. But for the most part, a loose ball play is going to be enforced from the previous spot, so where the ball was last snapped, where the pucks are currently sitting. So that's all fouls that occur during loose ball play or fouls that are simultaneous with a snap. So illegal motion, illegal shift, those sort of things. A running play where the basic spot where we're going to enforce a penalty from most of the time is going to be the end of the run. So that'll be where the player is deflagged or goes out of bounds or where the ball hits on a fumble. So a good way to think about it is this time continuum, right? So from the snap until a pass is caught, that is all going to be loose ball. Anything that happens after the pass is caught is going to be a running ball. And then look at the bottom. So this will be a run play. So a quarterback takes a snap and then runs. So only the snap is going to be loose ball. So only fouls that happen simultaneously with the snap, those mishaps, those will be loose ball plays. Everything after that will be a running play. This is going to be an example of a loose ball play. So quarterback takes a snap, scrambles around in the backfield, and then throws a pass. The pass is incomplete, or the player who catches the pass falls right to the ground. So that entire play will be a loose ball play. And we'll see a video of an entire loose ball play. In this case, it's an incomplete pass. So the quarterback takes the ball, throws an incomplete pass. That entire play will be loose ball, and we'll always be enforcing that from the basic spot, which is the previous spot. Now, a running play, so we're going to look at this one again, where quarterback's going to take the snap, and then they're going to scramble and then run for a 10-yard positive gain. And outside of the snap, the rest of it will be all a running play. Takes a snap, scrambles around, and then runs with the ball, no pass on the play for a 10-yard gain. So that snap is a loose ball play, and then everything else will be a running play. And we'll see a video of a running play. So any penalties simultaneous with the snap, we're going to enforce as a loose ball foul, and then everything after the fact while he's running around will be enforced from a running play foul, which will be the end of the run for the most part. Now, a play can have multiple, it can have loose ball and running play on the same down. So we'll see this. Quarterback takes a snap, passes the ball, somebody catches it at the, it looks like the 30-ish yard line. So everything leading up to the catch will be loose ball, and then the guy runs for a touchdown. So everything from the catch and on is a running play, and we'll see an example of that as well. So loose ball, loose ball, loose ball. When he catches it and runs, now it's running ball. Everything up until that reception right there was loose ball. Now that he has the ball and is running, it's running ball. Okay, so the 4 W's, when you recognize a foul, when you throw a flag, you need to ask yourself these 4 questions. You don't need to do it every time. You'll eventually get the hang of it, but if you're unsure, these are good questions to ask. So what was the foul? Was it holding, flag guarding? Figure out what it was, potentially what the yardage for that foul will be. Who was the foul on? Was it on the offense or the defense? In a punt situation, was it on the kicking team or the receiving team? When did the foul occur? So is it a dead ball, not during a play? Is it simultaneous with the snap, which will be a loose ball, one of those mishaps? Is it a loose ball play or is it a running play? And then where is the enforcement spot? So where is the basic spot where you're going to enforce that from? Is it the previous spot on a loose ball play, or is it perhaps the end of the run on a running ball play? So those are 4 W's. Those can help you get through some tricky situations. But like I said, this is the last of our online modules. So congratulations. Take the quiz for this. And then as we get into the classroom and get you out into some stations on the fields, try and retain some of this. We're gonna go over it again briefly and have a little bit of a recap. But just know that these modules will always be available for you to go back to. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to myself or Danny or one of the program assistants as well. But other than that, congratulations. Thank you for going through the modules, and I look forward to seeing you in the classroom.